What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be giving you another breakdown and a lesson on mirrors. Now, if you wonder, some people when they deal with mirrors, they feel as if every time they stare into a mirror for a long period of time and they leave out, they feel weird or different. Well, if you're wondering the reason why that happens, is because the mirror is actually a portal. Anytime you look at yourself in a mirror, you're not supposed to look yourself directly in the eyes for too long in the mirror, because there's other entities beyond that mirror that could trap your soul, and you'll have that entity in your body to take over. This is why many people that stare in the mirrors feel different, and this is why when people say like narcissists stare into the mirror and they always looking at their self, well, you got to think, the mirror is made to put a false representation of you, because the mirror makes us look like, sometimes when we look into the mirror, it gives us a sense of insecurity. Because say for instance, if we look at ourselves too long, we might feel like something's wrong with ourselves because it's an illusion playing in the mirror. Like, this is sometimes why when people go to stores and they look at mirrors, they feel as if the mirror is like drawing them close to the mirror, so when they buy that mirror can use their soul for their own purpose of the entities in the mirror. And most of the spirits that go inside of the mirror to try to take your soul is either lost spirits or it's either jinns, because jinns do exist, but they come in many good and bad forms. And the crazy part is, you may be wondering, oh, if the mirror is so bad, why did you make one? Well, you got to think like this. Your phone screen. A lot of people call crystals evil when it's really natural crystal. And the crazy part is, the main ones that be calling crystals evil, it be Christians, but Christians not knowing that their own phone is made out of crystals. And out of those crystals is made out of the same material as an obsidian mirror. And when you use an obsidian mirror, you could look at yourself and you're able to put yourself in a trance-like state to where you can actually do all types of things, shapeshift, spiritual practices, mirror magic. It's so much that you can do just strictly with your phone, because your phone is the same material as a mirror. Meaning, they make this on purpose. They put this in our house on purpose so that way we can get into the mirror spell. There's times before we even had mirrors, we didn't have to worry about like looking in the mirror for a long period of time to see if we have something on our face when we go out, or none of that. They made the mirror strictly for magic purposes. They know magic just like we do. Where do you think they got it from? Originally, Black and Latino people made all forms of science, magic, astrology, and our own practices. They were studying from us, and they made it into they made it into a non-realistic version of what we already practice, which is where the Bible comes from, and where their prophets like Muhammad come from, and Allah, and all of these different deities. They all come from the deities that we already had previously before. So when you look into a mirror, right, you're only supposed to look into a mirror for like you can look at yourself, right, but you're not supposed to like look directly in your eyes when you're looking at yourself for a long time, because it could put you in a trance-like state to where your soul is lost in the mirror. And if you don't believe me, a lot of people that stared into themselves in the eyes in the mirror and left, they felt completely different. And this is because that's the spell of the mirror. That's another thing I wanted to teach y'all. And the reason behind this too is, this is how you know. Physically, when you look yourself into a mirror, that's technically not even you. You're right here. So when you look into the mirror, you gotta think, if I'm right here and they say the mirror is a reflection of me, it's technically not a true reflection of you, because that's not you. You're right here. So if you're right here, then who is that in the mirror? You see what I'm saying? The mirror is made as a reflection for spirits to mimic your movements, to mimic your face. This is why when you look in the mirror, right? Like, you don't even have to look in the mirror. You could look sideways at the mirror and you can see your face kind of on the corner of your eye. Looks nothing like how it looks to you in real life. This is the spell of the mirror. And if y'all don't believe me that your phone screen is made of the same material as the mirror, look it up, because it's right there for us. And this is part of their spell by using the mirrors to trap the soul. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I wanted to teach y'all that because it's been on my mind for the longest time. And it's a lesson that I'm pretty sure not many know. And also, if you're doing spiritual practices with mirrors, I could teach y'all how to lock those mirrors so spirits won't be entering those mirrors unconsciously. Because altars are not supposed to be in front of or like beside mirrors. Because those mirrors could actually hold different kinds of spirits. And those spirits can play mind tricks on you. And it can use your spiritual practice as a way to try to like shape-shift themselves into other spirits that you practice with. So I'm going to give you all an example on how to close a mirror so other spirits can't enter the mirror. And I'm going to teach you, like, you know, ancient science to where you can use that mirror to repel energy or to absorb negative energy and send it back to who sent it back to you. This world is so magical to the where it be people calling stuff demonic without actually understanding that it's made out of everything. Our own skin got crystals in it. When we sit in the sun and meditate and the sweat comes down the body, that's how you start seeing the crystalline body that people describe. It's when your body develops heat frequency to where you ended up high vibrational from sitting in the sun, and when the sweat comes down, the sun shines off the sweat, creating tiny like crystal like material on your body. This is what this all means. Everything of this world is spiritual based, which is why they put stuff like mirrors and nanotechnology and chemtrails and earthquake machines. And this is all stuff that you can look up yourself. In this matrix, we have to figure out who we are, where we come from, why certain things are here, and how to avoid them if they're not good for us. This is how we can do that. So yeah, y'all, that was a quick lesson on the mirror. Mirrors hold many spirits, more than we even think. This is why when some people feel different depending on how many people watched and stared into the mirror, just like you did. There's many people that commit certain crimes, they even do crazy things they never thought they would do just because they stared into the mirror. There's living, breathing spirits within each mirror, because that's how mirrors work. This is why mirrors, before you use them, you're supposed to lock the mirror so the spirit won't attach itself to you. But yeah, y'all, that's what I wanted to say real quick before I head out. Thank you for watching, and I love y'all, and let's tune into the next video. I'm out of here, y'all.